All right, moving on with telling what happens in Genesis of the Daleks for Doctor Who. Okay, so then the Doctor and Harry disguise themselves in the guards' suits. Then the Doctor and Harry rescue Sarah. The Doctor stays behind to attempt to sabotage the rocket, and then Sarah and Harry and the prisoners escape. But the Doctor stays behind. But then he's electrocuted and captured by the Thals. It's funny just because I was just remembering, like, talking about the Thals, and the Doctor is uh, in opposition to the Thals at this point in this story of Doctor Who. But I was remembering back to when the Doctor first encountered the Thals. He was They were joined together in their fight against the Daleks in back when uh, Hartnell was the Doctor. So kind of funny that they're fighting against him at this point. This is it. This is a different part of the Thal's history. Well, gets a little complicated when dealing with time travel. All right, so the Thals destroy the protective dome of the Kaled city, thanks to Davros. Then they launch the rocket and destroy their city. But Davros, Nyder, Ronson, and the rest of the scientists, soldiers, and elite, they're all safe in an underground bunker. Davros declares Ronson to be a spy for the Thals and orders the Daleks to execute him. Davros says, "Today the Kaled race is ended, consumed in a fire of war. But from its ashes will rise a new race, the supreme creature, the ultimate conqueror of the universe, the Dalek." So this is where this is one of one of the moments. Sometimes Davros is speaking like normally and calmly, but this is one of the moments he sounds tyrannical. He sounds like a fanatic, a dictator, fascist, maniacal, scary. Kind of like he's going off on a rant. All right, then the Thals want to celebrate their victory over the Kaleds with a parade. They declare all prisoners to be set free, including the Doctor. One of the Thals tells the Doctor that Davros is a hero for helping them defeat the Kaleds. An officer named Gharmen protests. So this is an officer. Gharmen is one of the Kaleds. Okay. A Kaled officer named Gharmen protests to Davros, saying that the Daleks will be without conscience, no sense of right or wrong, no pity, without feeling or emotion. And then Davros says, "Correct. That's how he wants the Daleks to be." Um, the Daleks enter the Thal headquarters and shout, "Exterminate!" killing the Thals. The Doctor escapes with the help of a Thal woman. The Doctor is attacked by Mutos on the way back to the Kaled bunker. He's rescued by Harry, who is with Sarah. So the Doctor is happy to see Harry and Sarah, not only because they rescue him from the attacking Mutos, but because he thought that Harry and Sarah were in the dome when it was destroyed. So he was relieved that they were not in the dome when it was destroyed. Harry and Sarah. Gharmen conspires against Davros with a scientist named Kaled. Nyder overhears them conspiring. Nyder confronts Gharmen, saying he wants to talk in private. Nyder tells Gharmen that Davros has become a megalomaniac. He's ready to sacrifice everything and everyone, including us, just so that the Dalek project can be completed. And then later, when Sarah sees the giant clam, she sees one of the giant clam creatures. She says, "I'll never eat oysters again." Okay, back to Gharmen and Nyder. When Gharmen and Nyder meet in the lower level, Nyder smiles and shakes Garmin's hand, gaining his trust. Nyder asks, "What are we going to do?" Gharmen says, "A number of scientists believe as we do. When we have enough strength on our side, we'll then give to Davros an ultimatum." Nyder asks, "What ultimatum do you suggest?" So he's being very friendly, Nyder is, with Gharmen. Gharmen says that we will only continue with the work on the Daleks if he restores the brain cells, the conscience. The creature must have a moral sense, a judgment of right and wrong. All the qualities that we believe are essential in ourselves. Nyder asks, "And if he, Davros, doesn't accept the ultimatum?" Gharmen says, "Then we will destroy all the work that has been done, everything. It'll be as though the Dalek were never created." Nyder says, "Right. I'll try and get some of the military elite on our side." Nyder smiles and asks, "Who can you count on?" Gharmen says, "Cavil, Frenton, Perrin. There'll be more soon. I'm sure of it." There we go. Then Nyder looks up with a serious and cold expression. So he's not giving off a friendly vibe anymore. And his voice is no longer friendly. His face isn't friendly, and his voice isn't friendly. Not anymore. He's suddenly become more like officious rather than friendly. And then Nyder says, "Thank you. That's what I wanted to know." It's kind of scary when someone's being friendly and then all of a sudden they're talking like that with that tone of voice. Then Gharmen realizes that he's just been tricked by Nyder. So he's scared. And he turns to see Davros behind him. Davros says, "That information will prove most helpful." Gharmen makes a move to escape, but Nyder knocks him out, down and out. Davros says, "A pity. He has a good scientific mind." Nyder has a gun pointed at Gharmen, who's now laying on the floor, unconscious. He asks, "Shall I kill him?" Davros says, "No. A little surgery on the brain will remove these stupid emotions and still allow us to make use of his inventive skills." Nyder asks, "And the other plotters?" Davros says, "The same for them. But we must move carefully, not force their hands. Let us learn who are our allies and who are our enemies. Leave Gharmen here, safely locked away." Nyder and Davros, at this point, they hear the Doctor, Harry, and Sarah crawling through the ventilation shaft. When they exit the shaft and find Davros and Nyder with a gun on them, the Doctor says, "You were right, Sarah, about there being something nasty waiting for us." The Doctor is strapped to a chair, and Davros asks, "Why did you come here?" The Doctor says, "To stop the development of the Daleks." Davros asks, "Why?" The Doctor says, "Because having lived in what you would call the future, I have seen the carnage and destruction they have caused." Davros wants to know how the Daleks fail in the future, what mistakes that they make. The Doctor refuses to tell Davros. Davros threatens to harm Harry and Sarah if the Doctor doesn't tell him. The Doctor gives in. This has happened a few times throughout Doctor Who. Specifically, I remember another time with Peter Davison. I think that was with the Cybermen. How they make the point of the Doctor has a weakness and is wanting, having a conscience. His companions are his weakness. So all the bad guys have to do, like the Cybermen or the Daleks, all they have to do is threaten his companions, and the Doctor will do whatever the bad guys want. So that's happened probably a few times. Yeah, a few times throughout the Doctor Who. So that's all the bad guys have to do. Alright, so then the Doctor gives in and begins telling Davros how the Daleks will lose their battles in the future. Everything the Doctor says gets recorded on a tape. Nyder takes the tape and leaves. And then Harry and Sarah are taken away.